What's up, my babies? It's your girl Simply Sam, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, come in, take off your shoes, relax, and get ready for this journey. And for my old babies, welcome back. So before we get into this video, I need you to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the post notification bell so you won't miss any videos that I post. Okay? Let's get right into it. Okay, so this video is about, as you see by the title, how I became an amputee. So let's start with round about October of last year. I let my daughter paint my toes, and she put some little jewels on it, like, you know, you put on your nails, some little diamond things. She put them on my toe. So I noticed, I went on a date with this guy, whatever, and I started noticing, like, man, my toe hurts. I mean, I was going to the park, I was going to church, I was doing a lot of things, and I was like, my toe hurts. So it started getting to the point where I was losing sleep, y'all. Like, literally, I would have a full day of doing a lot of things, and then I would go home at night and get in the bed, and I just can't go to sleep because I'm in so much pain. It was just like throbbing so bad. And so it got to the point where I noticed that I was hanging my foot off the bed like this. And so I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I'm literally hanging my foot over the bed to find relief. So one morning I got up getting ready for church, and I said, you know what, let me just do the teledoctor health thing. Let me see. So I did the little virtual teledoctor thing, and the lady's like, can you send me pictures of your toe and things like that? So I sent her pictures of my toe, and she was like, oh, that just look like an ingrown toenail. Easy fix, you know. I'm gonna give you some antibiotics, and I want you to go see a podiatrist. I'm like, okay, cool. So she sent over some medicine. I go see a podiatrist like the next week. As I go see the podiatrist, as soon as he walks in, he's like, oh yeah, ingrown toenail. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out for you. You should be seeing some relief, like in a couple of days, basically, maybe a week or so. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So he goes in, he numbs my toe, he cuts the toe on both sides, the toenail. And I'm like, okay, leave there. I'm good. No problem. November, this is around Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving is here, and the guy I'm dating, he's like, hey, you want to come over to my mom's house and have dinner with us for Thanksgiving? I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I'll do that. You know, I ain't got nothing to do. My mama's gone. So, hey. So we went up to his mom's house. And over there, she wants us to take off our shoes in her house. So that's fine. No problem. I take my shoes off, and it's a little kid running around. He's probably about 2-3 years old. No biggie. We sit down, we have dinner and everything. So then we start playing games and whatnot. And then as everybody's packing up ready to go, the little baby runs by me and step on my toe. I'm like, oh my God. Y'all, I was like, oh my God, little baby. Come on, for real. So the guy I was dating, he was like, are you okay? Are you okay? Next thing you know, we look down at my toe. It's bleeding, like bleeding. And I'm like, you know, it's all right. I just fix it when I get home, blase, blase. So I get home, y'all, and take my sock off, y'all. The rest of my toenail just fell off. I'm like, oh my God, what? So the next day, I call up my podiatrist. I'm like, hey, I need to come in. My toenail done fell off. He's like, okay, come on in. Let me look at it. Before I can get there, because I couldn't get there till like 3 days later. As the days were going, my skin on my toenail was falling off like thick pieces. And I was like, ugh, what is happening? Let me tell y'all something. I do got pictures of my toe. So I might put them in here somewhere. Up in here somewhere. I don't know. I might. It might gross you out, literally. But anyway. So I get to him and he's like, oh my God, what did that baby do to your toe? I was like, he was 3 years old, 2 or 3 years old. He just stepped on it. It wasn't a hard step or nothing like that. It's just like a run across your toe. So he was like, he really did a number on you. So he was like, well, I got to cut all the rest of the skin off. Y'all, my toe really went from a big toe to a skinny toe. And so he was like, well, I'm going to cut the rest of the skin off and you should be all right. You should start healing pretty good or whatever. I'm like, okay. Time go by, I noticed that my toe is still looking the same. It looked like raw skin. So then I go to an appointment and they were like, well, it's healing. I said, well, do you think it's okay if I take off my bandage and let it air heal? Because sometimes the air helps it heal. They was like, oh, yeah, that's fine. Long as you're at home doing it, don't go out in the world doing that. You want to always keep your toe covered out in the world. Cool. I go to bed that night, y'all. I take out the little bandage. I get in the bed, go to sleep. Like nothing is the problem. And I wake up the next morning, y'all. The tip of my toe was purple. And I was like, oh my God, what did I do? And so I called my sister. I'm like, hey, what is going on? So she was like, I don't know. You probably need to call your doctor. So, y'all, I called my doctor. I said, I need to come in ASAP. He was like, well, I can get you in such and such date. At that point, it's like 4 days away. I'm like, okay, cool. That day come, I go in there and I show him my toe. I was like, is this okay? He was like, no. He was like, this part of your foot is not okay. This part of your foot was okay. My toe, y'all. So the front of my toe was turning purple. This part and this part. But the back of my toe was still pink. So he was like, I'm going to see you to a vascular doctor and let them look and make sure that your blood flow is adequate. I'm like, okay. So I instantly go to the vascular doctor the same day. He sends me right on over there. I go over there. She says, okay, let me tell you something right now. Your toe has gangrene. I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, like your toe is dying. We're going to do an ultrasound on your legs to see how your blood flow is doing. So she do the ultrasound on my legs, and next thing I know, y'all, I got the worst news of my life. She came in there and told me and said, you have 50% blockage in both of your legs from the knee down. And I'm like, oh my God, what does that mean? And she was like, that means that your toe is not getting enough blood flow to heal. So we're going to have to do some surgery called angioplasty to open up your veins, get the blood flow going so it can get back to your toe so your toe can heal. And at this point, like I said, it was just purple right here and right here, but pink back here. So she was like, it's a possibility that we can save your toe. But if not, if we can get enough blood flow to the foot, we can just take the toe off and then you still have a foot. I'm like, okay, I can lose a toe. It's all right. It's just a toe. I can get a pretty little fake toe, you know? So we instantly go into those procedures. It's a outpatient procedure. You go in, get it done, you go home. Man, y'all, when I tell y'all, this left leg gave me so much problems. I know they had to go on this left leg at least 5 times. Okay? When I tell you they're going through my growing to these veins, listen, it's not what you think. But my right leg, they only went in there one time, opened everything up, and it's good. It's open. It's flowing. It's going. So next thing I know, she brings me back in. She said, we cannot save your toe. It's gone. She said, all you have to do now is just keep it dry until we can set you up for surgery. I'm like, surgery for what? She said, we're going to have to amputate your leg from the knee below. I was like, okay. Y'all, believe it or not, I wasn't scared. I wasn't frightened. I wasn't sad. I wasn't depressed. I just knew I wanted the pain to stop. The pain from gangrene is no joke, you guys. That is pain, pain, pain. And nothing works. I was taking a leave, literally bottles a month worth. Mind y'all, this started in October. So now here it is, January. They're telling me that I have to get my foot amputated. So January, she says, okay, we got to amputate you, this and that, third. Next thing I know, y'all, she calls me up and she's like, hey, get to the hospital now. We got to get that leg off. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So, y'all, she was like, you're going to be in the hospital for at least 2 to 3 weeks. Get somebody for your baby so she can get back forth to school. And, you know, we just had to punch it, you know. So, y'all, when I tell you, those 3 days that I had until I had to get into the hospital to figure out everything went by so fast. All I knew was I got to get it done. So I got into the hospital and that's where it went from there. So, yeah, that's how it went for my amputation. I can let you know more about the after the surgery, you know, how it went for me, if you want to know. So if you want to know how it went after that, well, you're going to know because I'm going to tell you. So just hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that post notification bell as well so you can know every time I post another video, okay? And to let you out in a little secret, it hurts. Anyway, I tell y'all about the phantom pain, the phantom sensation, everything along with that too. But now we're on the road to a prosthetic. I go in next week to try on my prosthetic. So I'm going to bring y'all along so y'all can see this journey. And y'all just put a little prayer up for your girl, you know. But don't forget to come back next week to see me get my leg tried on, y'all, okay? Your girl is ecstatic about it. Let's get it done. All right, y'all. Until next time, you all have a wonderful day. And I will get back to you with some more Simply Sam. Mwah.